Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I know I'm running late, y'all, because I was trying to watch this episode and just kept getting distracted and doing other things. Even as of right now, I'm still getting my graphics together because I did not do that as much as I should have. However, we're going to have a quick, good old conversation about the foolishness that is basically Marcel beefing with everybody. Not just somebody, but everybody. I don't know why nobody just like I don't believe in violence, you know what I'm saying? I don't really at all. But I also believe in sometimes a donkey kick can do the job, okay? And if somebody could just donkey kick Marcel real fast into a bed of pillows that may be covered in like mustard and onions or whatever, and then maybe he, you know what I'm saying, cut himself on a thumbtack, and then the mustard get into his pores or whatever, and then he just a little bit in pain. Okay, he just a little bit in pain. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not even asking for much. Not asking for much at all. If somebody can just donkey kick that man into some pillows of mustard and onions with some thumbtacks, I think it'll be okay or whatever. We'll be fine. Okay. Now this episode also to me, it wasn't that much, and that may be why I was getting so distracted because I kept thinking we can talk about other things. There can be other conversations going on. What has happened, I don't know. But I have a lot to say about the little that happened in this episode. But y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, take a little moment, okay? Take a little moment and subscribe to my channel, become a whole JayBird, okay? It's a fun time around here. We have fun together every day in one way or the other. It don't matter if it's 5 people here or 500 people here. We have a good time. Anyway, that's how I feel. Also, do not forget to please like the video, okay? Liking helps YouTube share me with others, and I like being shared. I do, okay? You can also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay. Now, I have not been on camera. So I hope I got my scarf on to y'all, so don't judge me. Y'all know, look, I told y'all yesterday, Mother Nature is Mother Naturing. So I'm just trying to be comfortable as much as possible, but also be productive too. Okay. I threw on my little sweatshirt that I had on, my little sweater on the other day. But hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay, how y'all doing? If you follow me on IG, you saw I put up how I looked when I got up this morning, and I was like, Lord Jesus, it's real tough. Okay, when you haven't washed your face yet and you look real different, you know what I'm saying? You look real different or whatever. But since then, I put some lipstick on. I clearly washed my face, gave myself a facial. I'm going to repaint my nails today. I put my hair up in a bun. Let me take a picture of myself. Let me take a picture of myself because I want to put up how I look after the fact because you have to have it before and after. You have to have a before and after. Anyway, hi. Okay, hello to y'all. Okay, hello. It was supposed to be at 7. I was running about 20 minutes late, and here we are now at 7:31 together. Okay, and I took my time. I finished watching the episode. I need some more water, but that's okay as well. But we're gonna have a good time here anyway it goes or whatever because that's what we do. That's what we do. Okay. But happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a great day. We're going to have a great start of our week. Okay. We are not gonna let Mother Nature, Trump, wars, brokenness, stupidness, basketball wife this. We're not gonna let nothing ruin our day. Nothing gonna ruin our week. We'll have a good old time or whatever, okay? And that's it. Okay, that's it. That's all I have. Hey, I don't have no more. Anyway, I want to get into the episode so I can go back and I can go let back down. Okay, give me a good old hot water bottle. And I can finish watching Star Trek because I'm binging this new show on Paramount Plus called Star Trek New World Order, New World something. I don't know. I'm on season 2. But the episode picks up, okay, right where, and I hope I have all the right graphics because I was scrambling. Okay, did I get a screenshot? I don't know. I couldn't remember things or whatever. We're gonna hope and pray that we. Oh well, I will say this, but I'll say it when we just listen to with Tiffany. The episode picks up right where the last one left off. Mel and Marcel is up here back and forth. Okay, now I feel like Marcel is a backtracking summer mama, okay? He's a backtracking summer mama, okay? Meaning he always rhyme mumbling through things and backtracking through things. We've seen what he said, we've seen how he meant it, we've seen his shade, and he think we forgot. And I'm like, sir, we have not forgotten. The North always remembers, okay? We know things. That's not from Game of Thrones. Okay, and we are well aware of the foolishness that is Marceau, the foolishness that's what he says, and the foolishness that he tries to diminish people and throw jabs and be petty and want to act like I wasn't being petty. I wasn't throwing jabs. I was only giving my opinion. And I was like, sir, look, your opinions be the bulls of the stuff, okay? And we see it clear as day. So Mel, like, look, I need you to realize you keep causing drama. Okay, you around here trying to cause drama between me and Tisha because you feel like if me and Tisha become cool again, that she will see that you ain't nothing, okay? And that she should leave your lying, manipulating self, okay, and be happy somewhere else, okay? But she don't want to see that because you keep having me in her eyes. I do feel like if Tisha had not saying no other women in her life is strong, but I do feel like the people around Tisha are also people in marriages that I'm like, y'all still together? Okay. So when you are around people who don't want to challenge what they going through when they know they're not happy. And that goes for anybody who's married, who's unhappy at a job, who's unhappy with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, who's unhappy with whatever the situation may be. When you are in a relationship that you are not really happy in, but you just don't feel like leaving because it's comfortable and you're used to dealing with whatever it may be. And sometimes it irks my nerve when folks say, but you're not married. How can you give advice if you're not married? And to me, child, I have been in relationships. Look, I know what I speak. In relationship, whether you have to get divorced or whether you have to move out of a house with your boyfriend, or just stop going with the dude who is aggravating to you. You still have to get up the courage to leave your relationship. And to me, marriage, yes, it's a union, it's a whole piece of paper, it's before God. Cool, cool, cool. But people who leave relationships go through some of the same things. Some people who not married go through worse. They don't have to go through a whole judge to get divorced, but it's still hard as heck getting out of it. So anyone saying, "Well, you're not married," how can single people comment? How can anybody comment on anything? That's my thing. Okay, so I do feel like Tisha is in a marriage, a relationship, okay, where we can see that at many times Tisha not happy, and not because we know in marriage some things you're not gonna always be 100% happy. It's not gonna always be rainbows and skittles and waffles. Sometimes it's oodle noodles that taste dirty, okay, because your husband ain't cleaned the pot out. Okay, it is what it is. My whole point is there's a difference between a marriage having rough patches and people seeing that your husband is a POS that you are just accepting because he's trained you to feel like how he treats you is okay. He's trained you to feel like, okay, the times when he does respect you, that's okay. The times he is disrespectful to you and demeaning to you and basically disregard you as a human being because you're female. Oh, ignore those times, okay? But love the times he's good. Girl, bye. Okay, so part of me feel like I agree with Mel. If Tisha was around other women who's left their POS husbands, she may get the notion, maybe I can leave my POS husband too. Maybe I can. We know that Tisha was complaining more about the things that Marcel was doing because it was what hanging around Mel. Anyway, she also brings up to Marcel that he has been throwing jabs for years and years of things he's said online, in interviews. He's been saying things and tossing jabs at her, and she don't like it. Okay, please own the jabs you throw. And I feel like Mel's point was, I'm going to sit and hold you accountable for what you've done. I don't care if it was in 2020. My point is, there's a pattern of you throwing jabs at me, which usually causes tension between me and wife, but no more. Okay, now any jab you throw at me, I will have it directly with you. Okay, now Marcel feels like, well, I can't share an opinion without anyone saying I'm throwing jabs. Is the difference between an opinion and a jab. Okay, you feeling like anyone who just started a t-shirt business is not someone I want to pay to speak at my event. That's an opinion, okay? The jab is making it seem like, or speaking from a point of view of, all Mel is some lady on a TV show who sells t-shirts. That she has no other qualities about her knowledge in the field of business that will help other new entrepreneurs who came to your expo to get some experience from other people on the show. Let's not act like if y'all was out on Love and Marriage Huntsville that anybody would have signed up for anything you did. Okay, the show is your platform too, Marcel. So don't be stupid, okay? But again, he like, I just feel like he said, I do throw jabs. I do throw jabs because I do feel like he said a t-shirt business, in my opinion, is like small meat and potatoes, a small thing, like a little bitty cockroach of a company. I'm like, that's stupid. There are so many people who is making millions and millions of dollars selling clothes, selling t-shirts, selling hoodies, selling whatever else, Mel, hats. People make millions with that because all you need is people to support. People support the vibe. People support the aura of the person selling things. Okay, that's why ain't nobody buying you and Tisha's damn black ass shirts because we don't like y'all. Okay, we don't like y'all, and y'all on the show. So the fact that y'all are both on the platform and y'all can't sell shirts, how males sell shirts, even on the same platform. Okay, at all. I think t-shirt business is like something that is it feels like is not doing nothing. I'm like, that sounds so dumb. Man, so well, first of all, well, how was I good enough to speak at your events? Okay, I was good enough to speak at your event, but all of a sudden, when I want to be paid to do something, now I don't have enough knowledge. I had enough free knowledge. Okay, I had enough free knowledge to be on your panel, but you don't want to pay me for that same knowledge. And when she's like, I created a business that made $1 million in a year. And this fool said, well, yeah, then that went bankrupt. I don't know what you do. I said, oh, why you do that? Why did you do that? Okay. To bring up that she filed bankruptcy. The only people who can bring up somebody else's bankruptcy is if you have never filed. If you've never filed bankruptcy, throwing someone's bankruptcy up as far as their business, it would make sense. Everybody should throw a bankruptcy at Trump because he's filed it many times. Okay, but for Marcel to say, "Well, you filed bankruptcy with that," and she was like, first of all, Mel read him for. I said, sometimes all you need to give us is a reason to read you and just go off and say whatever it is we want to say. Okay. And Mel said, first of all, bullshit. Okay, bullshit. You hear me? Okay. You filed for bankruptcy too. I went through divorce. Okay. I filed after Martel filed because he was not about to leave me with those bills. Okay. You went bankrupt because your money was not right. Okay. And that's true. And look, even if you are a person who is filed for bankruptcy, that doesn't mean you are less than anybody else around here. If you are someone who filed for bankruptcy because your money wasn't right, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with restructuring, paying on bills, and getting yourself back on the good foot. But Marceau saying that Mel filed as if he is over or above someone, I'm like, nigga, you filed too. It sounds stupid. Okay? Dumb. And she said, I could have said I didn't want to work with anybody who was in court with a $5 million fraud case against them. But I ain't said that. I ain't said that. I don't need you to agree with me. I don't need that. What I need you to do is be about the facts. Okay, about the facts. You know what I'm saying? You met me in 2014. I have been an entrepreneur for 5 years at that point. That's why you went in business with us. Okay, with me and my ex-husband. I'm like, yes, read him because he seems to forget. It's the weirdest thing. It's like Marcel talks as if Mel and Martel never helped them get to where they are now. And my thing is, I don't know what Marcel and Tisha do. I don't. I see them party a lot. I know they own their black restaurant. That's about it. Have we seen Marcel build shit? They ain't built Scott Manor. Marcel then says, I feel like every time I see you, every time I look on social media, I turn around and there's something different you're doing. You're tossing things at a wall to see what sticks. I'm like, that's what all companies do. They toss different products, different colors, different values. They toss everything. They see what sticks. And some things do and some things don't. That's why I remember when so-and-so company had this and that, it didn't stick. It didn't stick. So it's like, and she hasn't really done much at all besides, and when I mean that, I mean, Mel has not done 18 different businesses or whatever to see. No, she's done skincare. She does t-shirts, which is just the saying she have. She puts them on a shirt and people buys it. She has property preservation classes. You know what I'm saying? And she has her music because she can sing. It's like she's doing the regular things that you do to make money. She's a business entrepreneur in the entertainment field. That's really what it is. Mel has never said, I build homes. She's never said that's what she do, but she works in property preservation. Martel was the one who was like the was building shit. He just used Mel's builder's license, meaning she has the knowledge and licensing to do the work, and she can hire people to do it. And for Marcel to want to make it seem as if, oh, I do so much. We ain't seen nothing you built in all these years. Nothing. You have not detailed or dictated or demonstrated nothing that you do. Y'all talk a lot of shit. Y'all don't do a lot of shit. Okay, y'all in that small ass office that don't have room for Tisha. You hear me? You bought a mountain, you can't build on it because you're stupid. You hear me? So if anybody gonna say, well, there are things that I don't value. I don't value builders who can't build, because if you build it, they will come. They ain't came because you ain't built it. Marcel aggravates me. Okay, he brought up how you sell products because you're using a platform. He keeps saying the platform. The platform means the show. It means own. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, and this is the thing, there are many people on shows who can't sell products. Okay. Nene was on Housewives for 13 years. What product does she have that we do? Nothing. So many people are on, and Bravo is a way bigger platform than OWN. And there are many Bravo housewives who can't use the platform to make them build nothing. They still depended upon a check from Bravo. Okay. Hell, Tiffany on here, we don't know what the fuck she do. I think she does something, but I'm just saying, like, that Destiny. Destiny was on this show. How the hell does a black woman not be able to have a substantial field of success when opening a beauty supply store in a black town while on a black television show? You're comparing male, or you're only popular, you're only profiting because you use the platform. So what's your teacher's excuse? What's Martel's excuse? Martel has thought to do it. He wanted wine. He wanted a suit line. He wanted a cookbook. He wanted a workout. He threw all this shit. None of it worked. None of it. None of it. Hell, Marcel could have came out with some fucking weight trainers. That ain't work at all. So all of them are on a platform using it to promote their business. And the fact that Mel seemingly is the more successful, out of the six, makes me feel like Marcel was full of shit. You hear me? Completely full of stuff. And I'm like, but then he said people who don't have platforms, i.e. TV shows, and are not on really TV, can't do what you do. I was like, that's a bold-faced lie. There are so many other entrepreneurs who are out here making millions, or at least hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they are not on TV. They're not on TV. There are so many people who work. Stormy had her business before she got on the damn show. Mel and Martel had a business that OWN wanted to put on the show. So to make it seem as if, well, you can't speak at an event about entrepreneurship or whatever, because the people who come won't be able to do what you do. Why not? You make me mad, okay? And he then says, Mel, regardless, okay? I respect you, and I have value for you as a person, even if I don't respect a product-based platform. I'm like, first of all, OWN is a product-based platform. Love and Marriage Huntsville is a product that's being sold to people to watch a show. You are a product. I mean, we don't like you. We put you back on the shelf, but you are just in the bucket of the six. Okay. He then says how the Fletchers made it seem like I dragged you, but I really didn't, Mel. I wasn't dragging you, Mel. That ain't what happened. They lying. They made it seem like I dragged you. And I just made one statement. You made one long ass statement that was stupid. And they went back and told her, and Mel caught all the shade in that one sentence. If somebody say, well, if somebody's bald head with thick hips and small teeth and a little wife who don't really know that he ain't shit, like that's a hit dog hollering. That's you all day. So you can say one sentence and it will be very, 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 very offended. I'm sorry, offensive. So, Miss, I just said one statement. I made one little statement, and that's it. I didn't do anything else. I don't know why you upset. Okay, and Mel said, look, don't downplay my business practices because that's a disgrace. Okay. And you keep and just don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. He said, okay, I won't do that. Then they kind of both agree that when either of them has an opinion, they won't consider it a jab. And when Mel said, okay, we have an opinion, it won't be a jab. Okay. I said that means I'm going to have the most difficult opinions of you, your business, and whatever's going on. And you can't consider it a jab because you said that an opinion is not a jab. Okay. I'm going to make you look horrible. Okay. All up and through. I was like, please do. Marcel irks my nerves because let's make something clear. The Black Expo was supposed to be them helping the regular working entrepreneurs in their area, in their town, who are, new to the thing or whatever. It was supposed to be helping people who are not on any level like they are. And if that's the case, why would you not want to give them the most information from everybody? Because again, ain't nobody come to see you Otis. And who was Otis? Tisha and Marcel. The Black Expo was 4 different things. I want to give back to the community, but then you charge people. You want to tell me that with the people there, even they don't have your platform. They do because everybody has social media. Yes, anyone on or any of these Black reality shows, you have an extra step of people seeing you, but that does not mean anyone will buy your product. I ain't never thought I want to go there to Huntsville to go to Black. I don't know. Mm-mm. But if I was not already using Pattern by Tracy Ellis Ross, I probably would try not Pattern. If I wasn't already using Fenty Beauty by Rihanna for my face, I probably would try Male's products, but I already have something that works. But I'm like, he gets on my damn nerves. Okay, all of my nerves. Now let's move on to Tiffany and Louis. Child, Tiffany, Louis, and Baby Ace at a picnic in the ground. Tiffany brought up every single trigger conversation that a wife could bring up to a husband to cause a fight. I mean, she brought up I'm like, did she like Louis? Maybe she don't like Louis. I don't think she like Louis. Hey ma, that's my mom. Y'all today like, comment, subscribe. I have never seen a conversation where somebody's trying to piss their spouse off or just have their spouse have some kind of reaction. And all I got from this conversation was, okay, well, this doesn't upset Louis, this will. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, this should really upset Louis. I felt like she was trying to get a rise out of Louis. And when when Louis had not even gotten the damn food out. He was just putting on the girl off in the skirt, putting on a little cover, putting sit on. And Tiffany said, So I'm happy you can make it, have time to be with us. I was like, what the hell? Like, who says that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, this where we going? Okay, what we doing? Okay. Well, because the Louis literally, okay, this what we doing? Okay. Meaning he was like, you really came right here for this? I said, yes, she did. Now, I think this may be our first time seeing Louis this season. At least for this part of the season. And deaconess is around here in a deaconessness. Okay. Um, you know what? I feel like Louis is he's a big guy. Louis is tall and also thick or whatever. But I'm like, Louis still wears suits that could be like a one size too big. Like that's a big ass tie. That's a thick ass tie. Okay, but because he's a tall, he's a big and tall man, he may need thick clothes. And I was like, it's a deacon and deaconess. Okay, deacon and deaconess round here. Okay. However, um, Tiffany like, can you make more time to be at home? And he said, well, we're trying to be, the best I can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vote for sure try to be home more. But you knew when I became the assistant, baseball coach and the assistant pitching coach, I traveled with, Alabama A&M, like it's a part of my job. And he said, I love baseball. It's what I want to do. And so it's my job. And I guess that's true. She then said, oh, well, is that why you said yes to having a baby? Because you knew you wouldn't be at home so much. And he was like, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? And I was like, Louis, that's what y'all doing. He said, okay. She said, wait, 'cause at night at home, sometimes I just sit and I cry. I cry for nothing. I cry by myself. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm just letting people down. I'm letting myself down. You know what I'm saying? There's always stuff to do. It's a lot going on. And I do a lot every day. And then sometimes I feel like even after doing a lot, I feel like I've done nothing. Okay. I have to do laundry, grocery shopping, thinking about the kids, about transportation, about work. And I was like, man, that's called life. This is the reason first of all, I don't know if Tiffany is going through postpartum or if Tiffany is going through post production. I don't know which one it is. Okay. Women go through postpartum. We know that for a fact. However, I'm like, is she explaining, babe, I'm going through postpartum? Okay. When you're not home, this is what I'm going through. I'm like, or post production, she knows I have to put on for the show. So let me complain about the random things in life. I'm like, but everybody has to worry about laundry and buying food. And the gotcha is like you look, look, the baby is a pretty little a handsome little boy. You can't say pretty. It's a great baby. Okay. And I'm not saying anything about the baby shouldn't be here. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that Tiffany and Louis, Tiffany per se, knew like y'all did not need to have a baby. Both y'all kids were like teenagers. Y'all did not need to have a baby. And if I recall, the agreement y'all had before marriage was y'all did not want to have more children. And then you said you want more kids. And the conversations that y'all kept having during the season before you got pregnant was you are too busy for kids. You don't have the time for me right now as a husband. Where will you get time to be a wife, a mom, this and that? What's gonna happen? You're gonna be busy. I want to be busier. I want. And Louis kept telling her over and over how this is gonna change things tremendously, and she kept, no, it won't. It'll be fine. It'll be easy. Blah 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 blah. And she didn't had said, baby, he's gone back to work because they have to make money. And she's upset now because you're not here enough. And she then brings up, and I've gained weight, and the doctor said I can't work out for 8 weeks. He said, Tiffany, you had a baby. You look great. You look amazing, but you had a baby. Louis looked over the conversation, okay? And I was like, because I think he know Tiffany on the bullshit. And I'm not saying, again, the comments and the concerns she's having can very well be postpartum. Very well. And I'm not trying to negate that. But I'm asking myself, is this her effortlessly explaining all the things that any mom going through postpartum go through, and is she using that like, well, this is why I'm upset? So is it postpartum or is post production? I don't know. Okay, but I love the fact that he said, "You look great. Okay, you just had a baby, so you around here on some bullshit." And she then said, like, I never thought I would have postpartum. I didn't have it first time or whatever, but things are so different or whatever. And I thought I'll be happy. Okay, I thought it would be great, 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 great. I'm saying, but I'm happy you took the time out to be here with us because usually you don't. I was like, again, calling him out for not being around. And I'm like, it's going to piss him off one day. I don't know when. He's like, why would I not be here? He's like, when I have time, I spend time here. And I'm like, but I mean, what do you want me to do? It is weird, like, because no one is saying Louis has the right to be an absentee father. But I think there's a difference between someone being an absentee father and a baseball coach having to be on the road working because that's his job. Like, he ain't at the mall. He not hanging around with Marcel and them. He not somewhere at a cigar lounge or hanging out. If he's literally on the road with the team working, what do you expect him to do? If Mark, if if Louis was anywhere else except working and I working on the road, that's an argument because you can't say, well, I work so much that when I come home, I want to be gone. When I come home, I want to relax. When I come home, and I'm like, if he's like, when I'm home from work and I'm an active husband and I'm an active father, what do you want me to do? I have to work. we can't afford for me not to work. We need two incomes. Okay, what are you gonna do? And he like, look, first of all, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? When I have time, I'm fully here. He said it's no different than when you was working, building your business. Okay, and I was at home working in the house. Okay, taking care of home. It's no different than that. Okay, you knew things would change. Well, I assumed that we had the baby and things would be wonderful, they'll be great, and nothing would change. He said, but in reality, you knew what life would be. I was gonna go back to work. And it's like, well, I just didn't. I now realize. I realized. I get how much, how much you helped at home, and now I'm like, ma'am, the fuck are you talking about? Okay, and he like, look, life would not be the same once a baby came, and you knew that. Okay, you are not less of a mom, not less of a person. Saying you know your body is what it is, but you saying he said you out here, you are the one putting these pressure on yourself. This ain't anybody else but you. No one has complained about this. Is you putting stress, and I said again, is it post production. He said, I didn't even leave to go. He said, I made sure that I was off the road when he was born for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? And once I knew things were okay at home, I went back to work. He said, your last child was 15 years ago. So he like, things will be different now, of course. The kid is 15. Okay, so things will be different or whatever. And I'm like, Tiffany, girl, what are you doing? I just don't know if I'm gonna lose you. You know, you're on the road. You can find a young hot thing or whatever, and you cannot. You want to leave. I was like, now he cheating. Now you don't trust him. He said, "Good look. I'm not. I know where home is at." He said, "I have. I." He said, "I'm not doing nothing with nobody." You hear me? I know who I am. I know where home is. I have a great, great home, whatever. I'm gonna be me no matter where I am. So that's neither him there. She then said, well, you said that you didn't like it when your daddy was on or whatever. So you want Ace to feel like that about you? I was like, not bringing up, girl. Every time he just responded to her concern with really like regular responses that was like valuable, valid. She tossed in something that could be an argument. Well, because your father wasn't around for you. That's what you said. Okay. So do you want your son to feel that way about you? And I was like, where the fuck did that come from? He was like, that has nothing to do with nothing. Like that. I think that's. I think Louis said, okay, she on some bullshit. He said that has nothing to do with. He like, I don't have any memories of my dad not being around when I was a newborn. Like I met when I was like 10. He was like, I don't have any memories of my dad not being around when I was born. Okay, he was like, I'm a hands-on dad now, so my son won't have any memories of now of me working. He said, but not even that. If you need me, if the boys need me, I am always here. What do you mean? I'm not gone. I'm working. I was like, girl, I just want more of you, Louis. I just want more of you. He said, wanting more of me is not the same as not getting any of me. I can give you more of me. I can do that. But you can't make it seem as if I'm just not here. And I was like, look, come on, guys, come on. I said Tiffany and Louis made it seem like, oh, we're great. We communicate effectively, blah, 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 blah. And now it's like she's come out the blue with all these. So I was like, girl, he a bad father. He always gone. He may leave her for some other woman. She has to worry about all the stuff around the house. Her body fat. I'm like, man, and none of that is what? What? Dog, Louis was sitting here the whole time, like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, what am I in the Twilight Zone? Why did she become my father? Why did she do that? And she just kept like tossing different grenades, seeing which one would explode. But she said, your father. He said, why? He said, no, what that got to do? That ain't got nothing to do with this. It did not mean when I was a newborn. And truthfully, I do feel like if you're gonna be a working parent and you want to work for some time, to me, it is better to do that when the child doesn't really, is not aware that you're gone. You know what I'm saying? If a child is like, now when you come back around, the child may be like, I don't know you. I don't know you. But it won't be as if they have these cognizant memories of my dad was gone for like 2 years. He like just left. I was 12, he was gone. Like, that's a memory. But if you're a month old, you have no idea that your parent is gone to work. And again, he's working somewhere. It reminded me of like on Teen Mom, where Cheyenne, Corey from the challenge or whatever. And when Corey goes off to the challenge, their daughter, Ryder, Cheyenne makes it seem as if Ryder is so like concerned, like, I can't, he's gone. I'm like, the daughter's like 5 or 6. I'm like, you can't explain to a 5 or 6-year-old, dad has went to work. Dad goes to work twice a year, and twice a year he's gone for 2 months. That's like, this explain what, because at 5, 6, 7, you can explain dad has to go to work, but a baby who's a month old, that baby don't know no fucking difference. What are you doing? Y'all, Tiffany, I don't know. And I feel like, because on social media, she seems so pleasant. But I'm like, this is some bullshit. And it was really Louis saying, so we on this, huh? Okay. I said, girl, crazy. Okay. Let's get to this town hall meeting. Town hall downfall. I fully feel like, I don't know whose bright idea it was to have them all together. But from this whole conversation, one, I can't stand people who know you talking to them and they do not want to give you eye contact. And Marcel, who was being so rude and dismissive. And while people was talking to him, he's acting like he's writing things down. Can't nobody convince me that Marcel was really around here doing that. It makes me mad. Now I want y'all to take one little second, y'all, and like the video. Okay, and we're back. I hope y'all had time to like the video. Time for a meeting. I fully understand Kimmy's point, Kimmy's idea, Kimmy's thought process of let's all get together, because this started as the six of us. We brought in Courtney, we brought in Stormy, which brings in Courtney. And Tiffany, was there. Tiffany attended. So if we're going to have a conversation about what happened, we'll have it with the people who were actually in the room. And this could have been an effective, productive example to other entrepreneurs how to collaborate, work through things, brainstorm, and all of that. Okay. And to me, Marcel started the thing off wrong. Now, when everyone showed up, Kimmy and Mel were the last ones to arrive. So initially, the conversations was with everybody else. Okay. And Marcel brings up I talked to Mel yesterday. Like I met with Mel yesterday or whatever. And he brings up how, we talked or whatever, and I explained to Mel how I don't feel like anything she does since being on the show can hold weight because she's using the show to sell shirts. And he literally said people would not be buying shirts that much if she did not have this platform. That platform being Love Married Huntsville. And how he wanted the expo to be for businesses that were relevant. And when Martel said, hold up. So you mean to tell me you feel like, what she do is not relevant or whatever? That means what you do ain't either, because most of the stuff that you do don't count because you do it because of the show. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you mean? He said, well, yeah. And I love y'all know, if Martel don't do nothing else, Martel is going to defend me. Martel is a weird creature. Martel may aggravate all of our spirits. He treated Mel like crap when they were getting divorced. He's a cheater and all these things, okay? But he also will defend Mel when need be. And that's why I say he's crazy. But you can't talk cash shit about Mel in front of Martel about anything when they were married. And even things now, like he has this weird defense of her that's respectable, but also like, but sir, you caused the drama. Anyway. But Martel said, I feel like any business should be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because we want people to learn how to grow their business or whatever. So, even me cutting grass, like I started cutting grass one lawn at a time, and me growing that into making 120 grand, like that meant a lot to me. And that kind of thing can help other people. And it's the weird thing that Marcel don't even get how just dismissive and rude and just ignorant his comments are, trying to make it seem like Mel is only successful because she's on the show. That's stupid. That's dumb. It's insane. It's asinine. Okay, it's an asshole comment. Okay, and the fact that he keeps saying it in different ways is crazy to me. And the fact that Tisha ass is sitting next to him, and as far as we know, not saying shit, I'm like, that show why we feel like you're stupid, Tisha. Because you also think that someone who is making money and selling products and making hundreds, thousands of dollars a month selling their skincare line and their merchandise, you're stupid. Male up here making, the sugar mama's line too, so that her kids have businesses. Like, what is wrong with you? It's so dumb. And I love the fact that Martel said, even so, because my thing is, we don't even know who the vendors were, who the other people were at the expo, because they didn't show any of them. So we don't know if they had lawyers, hairdressers, raid spray testers, okay, eyelash techs. We don't know we don't know who they had there. And the thing is, if you don't know who your audience is, if you don't know who your vendors are, how are you marketing to them the right way? Because how you market lawn care may not be the same way how you market eyelash curlers. It's just two different things. And I'm like, y'all are just stupid. Dumb. I'm like, what? Girl, so we then see as Martel and Marcel are kind of back and forth in it, Kimmy comes in and then so does Mel. And Mel came in like, hey y'all, hey, what's going on? Because they're kind of like fussing or whatever. And she's like, I don't know what I walked in on, but like the tension is thick. Okay, this is some thick ass tension in the air. And I don't know what's going on. Okay. But hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hi. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that since Mel and Martel have divorced, since all of this stuff happens, Mel has changed. Okay, Mel is different. Okay, Mel has evolved into a different species of entrepreneurship and also her womanhood because I feel like Mel is like, I will never put myself in a position to where I have to start over because of somebody else's fuck up, because Mel fully had to start over because of Martel's fuck up. And also, she is not involved in much of the drama anymore. So, like, like in seasons 5 and 6, I'm like, you really can't bother Mel much, but she's about her business or whatever. And so, when she came in, like, I don't know what's going on, but how are y'all doing? What's going on? And they then said, yeah, we were talking about you and Marcel. You know what I'm saying? You know, he said this and that. I'm saying, and Kimmy did say to Marcel, like, when you say stuff like, you know, how someone's business is like not relevant, like that can be considered offensive. He said, well, Mel said she was offended. I said sorry. And Mel said, well, it took a while, but he did say sorry. But again, we here for feedback, okay? Let's get into that. And her thing was, I'm not finna sit here and rehash what me and him rehash. Let's get to the feed. You invited me here for feedback. I'm gonna give you feedback. Like, now, I think that I told Tisha that kudos to them for having the expo. It was fine, fine, fine. However, I do think next time it will be better to have smaller group sessions based on categories. Meaning you have a hair section, you have a clothes section, you may have a realty section. You have things sectioned off. So if you are someone working in hair care, okay, well, no, let's do Stormy. Stormy she has hair care and like body stuff or whatever. So those people may not be around folks who doing lawn care or who do real estate or who sell t-shirts because it's different. So yeah, why not have small groups? Or you put people in the groups. Like, okay, if you're hair care, you're here. All the hair care folks is over here. Okay, you are plumbing. Okay, you're here. Plumbing is over there. Okay, you are JayBirds, teaching JayBirds how to not be JayBirds. Okay, all the JayBirds over here. You put them in sections. I think that's right. That's what some expos are. Anyway, Tisha then said, well, since everybody wasn't really in, we made the decision to not have separate sessions. I was like, what does the core group not being there mean? How does that correlate to, well, let's not do separate groups for our event? I was like, that's just, but again, Tisha don't know shit. Okay, she a little bit nuts. Anyway, Stormy then says how I think the event, in my opinion, lacked motivation. You know what I'm saying? Looking around, folks was like, they were looking for information. And when she said not everyone can afford CPAs, lawyers, media folks, and they will sometimes want to be motivated because they're in a place of not knowing this and not knowing that. So, like, I felt like that's what something else that was lacking. And I got her point because having cake makers and hairdressers and all these different people come to a room to sell their stuff, but if they don't know how to move past being these smaller entrepreneurs, what help did it help? If I came here and I made $500, however, I had to spend $2,000 to be here, meaning to pay the little $100, MC around here, whatever, pay the little $100, get my inventory here, have someone help me. I had all these expenses to be here, but what did I learn? Nothing. And because I am an eyelash company, and I was in between a mortuary, okay, and a bricklayer, no one like, what are you doing? Okay, I'm not even in my own section. Is weird, okay? And I'm like, so I don't know what to do because the bricklayer can't tell me shit, and I don't want to give my eyelashes to their folk. They can't who won't see it. What are you gonna do? Okay, so the fact that they're giving out great feedback. And Tisha and Marcel the whole time mainly was looking down at the paper as I'm writing, taking notes. You're lying. You doodling. Okay, you're drawing stick figures, if you ask me. Okay, Marcel then said, well, motivational speeches are cool, but if people come and get a speech, they leave with nothing. I was like, that's not true. And when him and Stormy kind of look back and forth, like, well, that ain't what I said. Well, that's what I meant. Back and forth. Because again, Marcel and Tisha are not really listening and taking things in and like, oh, okay, that's cool. They're taking things in and then like, okay, well, let me think why that won't work. Let me think why I don't like that. Well, let me think why that didn't really happen. It's like, no, y'all not even really listening and taking things in, okay? Mel then said, look, I can see how after everyone has done their session, okay, you giving out helpful information, like contact people, like this is a good CPA, blah, 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 okay? And we all then come back to a space where everyone comes back together, and then we all hype each other up because that way everyone leaves on a positive note. And I said, that sounds fine too. Okay? That sounds fine too. But again, they not listening. They not listening. Now, when Stormy then say, Courtney, you want me to tell you my opinions? And then maybe he'll listen because I think she felt like Marcel not really listening. You know what I'm saying? They're responding, they're not really listening. Okay. And it's just some bullshit. Okay. And then he say, well, ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody gonna hear you. And I think Courtney can realize they are just talking. Meaning Marcel and Tisha, they're not really listening because everyone is giving good feedback and no one paying attention. Okay. And the fact that this is Kimmy's event. Okay, Kimmy held this town hall downfall, and she can't even really because you can't control Marcel or Marceauing. You can't. It's a bunch of bullshit. And no one's checking Marcel yet. Well, Nick, is you listening? Read back your notes. What does your notes say? Okay. Marcel then says, hey, let's hear from Courtney's wife. Not let's hear from Stormy. Let's hear from Courtney's wife about motivation. Now, at this point, because the mayor said, I don't know what the fuck is going on between Courtney and Stormy and Marcel, But it's some shit around here. I don't know what, because again, male, you know what I'm saying? She just don't know. Okay. But Marcel trying to take digs at Stormy and Courtney in different ways. I'm like, see, that's a bitch. That's the bitch. Because it's also, I would not let my husband disrespect another friend of mine in my presence. Her, you know her name. Don't say Courtney's wife. Say Stormy. Say so. The fact that Tisha sat there, honey, snug as a bug in the snug as a fucking girl. Tisha sat there the whole time as if Marcel is just fine. And again, we don't know what they cut out, but she sat there too quiet for me, okay? And I feel like in life, it may have been the furniture moving. And that was me. Because how dare you, like sitting there the whole time, like, oh, it's whatever. We don't really care. It's just whatever. Let's hear from Courtney's wife. I was like, you would get punched in your throat. And when honey, Courtney and Stormy, who is for sure a dynamic duo, and even though Courtney's really quiet, he's still loud because his presence, you can tell he like don't play with me. Don't go too far. He looks like he's saying, "Don't make me flip the table over. Don't make me come over there." Okay, but someone said, I can see Marcel's sassy side coming out. He real sassy, and I'm not here for it. I'm not. And Courtney, like, look, Marcel, I think you should let Tisha talk. Okay, let Tisha talk because when you doing things or whatever, it's all over the place. Okay, it's some bullshit, whatever. And she seemed like she should be more organized than you. I'm like, Courtney, technically, neither one of them is organized. Okay, because as bad as Marcel is, I feel like Tisha is just as stupid. And I mean stupid. I mean respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like if Tisha talked, it would be just as confusing. It really, really would. It'd be just as confusing. But he like, cause you on some bullshit. You on some complete bullshit. Like, leave me the fuck be, dude. Leave me be. And Marcel then said, well, well, in our business, unlike others, we don't have gender roles. We know because Tisha has no role. There's no need for gender roles between your and Tisha's stuff because Tisha don't matter. You shown us that. Tisha, she may be sitting right there next to you. But the fact that she can't speak up for herself speaks volumes. And even if you feel like, well, we don't have gender roles, we know that because the only role that matters is yours. That's how she don't have an office in her own business. You hear me? Okay. And man, like what is going on? It is sick. It is sick. Okay. And so Kim, like, look, we going on a rabbit hole. It's the negativity coming out. We can't have that, whatever. And then Marcel said, well, I'm taking notes. I'm taking all the notes. I'm taking all this information. I'm gonna make sure the next one is better. I was an A-list student. I can figure it out. And Kim said, I was A-list too, but that don't mean nothing. Okay. What does it mean? Tiffany then say, so are y'all like taking the lead on the next expo? Or what's going on? Marcel then say, yeah, me and Tisha were doing the next expo. And Stormy said, oh, so this is not a collaborative meeting for us to brainstorm for this next expo to include everyone? But I have nothing for you. I have nothing for y'all. And I'm like, come on now, because I'm not here to help y'all do better. I don't like y'all. I help like y'all. Okay. Do what you're gonna do. But I'm not here to help y'all do shit. Because you're petty, your wife's petty, and I don't want to help y'all. Okay. Be there, broke, disorganized, confused, and conflate. And I know conflate is not a word. Conflate is not a word. But conflate is what Marcel and Tisha is. It's some confusing ass shit. Okay. So man, like, look, all I know, I'm here. I'm hoping that the next one it would be more streamlined, more put together, and just more organized. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you don't think it was organized? Is what Tisha asked. I said, Tisha, have you not been listening? Oh, you don't think it was organized? No. And Mel said, no. There are people being asked for money to pay on the day of for a booth. Like, no, we talked about that at Tiffany's event. So no, it was not organized. And Tisha gonna say, well, the event was organized. A lot was planned out, but some of the behind the scenes stuff, it could have been better. But we're not going to get no feedback on anything prior to the event. I was like, so you planned an event that did not go off without a hitch, and you do not want to discuss how the planning was the first issue, because how you planned and plotted stuff was wrong. Okay, and Mel said, oh yes, we are. We are going to discuss it. We are going to discuss it. We are going to discuss it all the way. Okay, Mel said the prior to leads to the main. So we not going to downplay what I just said. Okay, meaning it was bullshit up around here. Okay, disorganization, confusion, confliction, and everything. Period. Okay, and people look. You plan and you execute. And if the plan is fucked up, if you're not prepared, the plan won't work. Okay, the plan was fucked up. And the fact that Tisha Marcel does not want to admit the plan y'all had was not organized. Y'all did not know what y'all was doing. All y'all did was rented a venue and invited people to come. Y'all had nothing else done. Nothing. They basically planned a baby shower. That's all. That's all it was. Okay. The mayor said, "Look, I don't know why, Tisha was presented to everybody else's stuff, but when I put my 2 cents in, now she wants to not discuss what I said. I don't know. I'm gonna leave. Bye. I have to catch a flight. Bye." And Mel left. Okay. Marcel then says again, like, look, anyone who says whatever, it has value. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna value what y'all say, and we will use what y'all say. Tiffany then asks, oh, even the women at the table, because we know Marcel usually does not, care about what women say. And so Tiffany says, so even the women here at the table? Marcel said, well, I know you're not used to being valued, but you are valued here. I said, nigga, what? Even though Tisha looked, she's like, Marcel, you as a woman, if my man look, because this is the gotcha, how your man talks to and treats other people in your circle, it kind of shows how he treats you. Because a man who fully respects and values his wife would never talk like that to somebody else in their circle. It's stupid. It's dumb. I was like, what? What? Like, my best friend's husband, he doesn't see my mom often. But when he sees my mom, he embraces my mom the same way he embraces my best friend's mom. You know what I'm saying? His mother-in-law. Like, he had that respect for his wife's friends, his wife's family, his wife, friends, family members. And because that's how you act when you are in a marriage and you treat the people, the extension of your wife, you treat them the same way. Like, and if he didn't, Karla cuss his ass out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to see him say, well, I know you, because the thing is, that means that's how he feels. That's how he feels. Or not even and that's what Tisha also probably told him. And I said, not him saying, I know you're not used to being valued. That is insane to me. That is a hit on so many levels, because one, that's a hit between her and her marriage, because Louis be everywhere at work. We also know she's expressed in the past about how she felt about, because she was adopted. So even her, just even her feeling about how, because she's half white, You know what I'm saying? There's so many levels of what he meant by that, and it was completely uncalled for. And only Marcel, no, say why, Marcel, why the fuck would you say that? Like that would have been an argument between me and my husband. Period. Okay, and then Storm like, see that that's he got to get the last word in, and in a soft tone, Stormy said, "Just like a bitch." Okay, that's what they do. Marcel must have heard her say like a bitch. He then said out loud, I am a bitch. I'm a bad big bitch. Okay. And then, oh, he's a bad bitch. He's a bad bitch. And I said, I'm gonna get you a wig. I'm gonna bring I'm gonna bring you a wig. I was like, Stormy was aggravated. Marcel knew she was. So Marcel was throwing jabs at her. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like what he said about Tiffany was so demoralizing and demeaning because why would you say that she's not used to feeling to being valued? That means no one cares about her. That means no one has ever. I'm like, she's had more than one husband. She has children. She has friends. You know what I'm saying? So why would you? If anything, Tisha don't feel valued because though I'm like, who the fuck says that? I was like karate chop, and I'm like, what? If would he have said that if Louis was sitting there? Would he have said that to Stormy with Courtney sitting there? Like you say things, and that was Stormy's point. Marcel says things to women when their husband isn't around. That's a deep ass dig. The difference is Stormy will clap back, and Tiffany, as far as we've seen, she didn't respond to what he said. But I know for a fucking fact he would not have said that if Louis was there, and if he would have, it would have been an issue. I was so pissed. I was like, who the fuck does that? Okay. And then, Marcel says in his confessional how, Stormy, calling me a bitch or whatever. She's trying to get me upset, but I'm gonna get her upset because I'm not gonna get mad. I'm like, you mad too. You are. You're just being mad in a different way. And Kimmy then says this is not productive. Like this is gonna go down as like not productive, whatever. And Marcel then says, well, we know who not to invite next time. Talking about Stormy and Courtney. Because they're back and forth now about Marcel being a big. Courtney then says, well, we won't come next time. Which makes Maurice ask, well, why won't y'all come? And he said, no, Marcel then said, well, because they're not needed. And Stormy then said, well, but that ain't what you told Mel. Because you told Mel and the Fletchers that you feel like Stormy and her business was needed because of what she's been doing. So you on some bullshit, okay? And then Courtney then says that we don't like doing things that are just not organized. Like we just don't like doing that at all. Maurice then says, but y'all had a whole booth at the thing, so you weren't even there. Stone said, but what he do know is Marcel came to me asking for $100, okay, the day of. After y'all asked me to be there, I didn't come to y'all saying, Scots, black people, can I be a part of y'all event? She said, I didn't come to y'all. I did not come. Y'all came to me, asking me to be a part of it. Okay. And then did not tell me about charging at the event. No one told me shit. Okay. Mauricio tackhead ass gonna say, y'all didn't know the event was getting charged. And she said, no. Kimmy didn't know either. And Kim said, I did not know. How would I know? So I did not know. I did not know. And so at this point in time, it's like it's a mess. Okay, so Stormy and Courtney leaving, and they say in the confessional how Marcel talk a lot of shit. Like Tisha ain't said much of nothing. Like he's her mouthpiece for some bull of the shit. Okay, and Marcel then says, "All right, bye, Mr. and Mrs. Steele," knowing Courtney's last name is Bill. Even I know that. I know that. Okay, it ain't no secret or whatever. So Stormy whispers to Courtney, like he always do that shit. He always try to make an issue about our last names. And Courtney said, I'm Beasley and she's still, that. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm like, yes, the fuck you did. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did, okay? And Stormy said, look, first of all, Courtney don't care. He don't have no issue with that, okay? But you try to make it one, for sure. And so look. This whole thing, this whole shablam, is just proof that Tisha and Marcel are bad business. They are not good company. They're not someone you should want to partner with, because it seemed like when they want people to join them, they had no plan. They want others to do the work for them. And then when they have to do things on their own and things don't go right, and people are trying to give constructive criticism, they're so petty and messy. Their responses is causing more arguments than anything else. Y'all sit around here looking smug as fuck. Y'all can't be smug. This is the event. Holding an event does not make it a success. You completed the task. You completed holding the event, yes. But was it successful? No. Because everyone can see y'all kind of just did whatever came and then let all other shit go where it was. Even y'all having an issue how big of a space that Stormy had, it's because y'all had no plan. Y'all had no plan. And because y'all had no plan, because this was supposed to be a free event that turned into y'all gotta pay. Like everything y'all thought or said it was going to be, it did not end up being that. Nothing was organized. Nothing at all. And the people who you wanted to help, who was telling you what went wrong, y'all then mad at them, is stupid. I would never work with them. Ever. Okay? Let's move on quickly to Nail and Kimmy. This was a stupid conversation to me because Kimmy was, when they brought up the whole, we have to have a conversation about the Expo. I don't know why they're going to invite Nail and or Chris. They didn't come. Like, the Expo having Tiffany there made sense because Tiffany was at the Expo. She can talk. All these folks was at the Expo. Well, Courtney wasn't, but Courtney came because he's the husband. Okay, but I'm like, Nell and Chris did not go, so I felt like they should not have been at that meeting. Now, if there's a meeting about wanting to have another one and y'all want them involved, that should be there. But they should not have been at the conversation to discuss the one they had. So, Kimmy invited Nell to her office for them to talk, and she tells Nell how I had a meeting and about the Expo, but we didn't invite you, even though I brought it up. I didn't invite you. And I feel like I feel two ways. I understand Nell saying, well, me and Chris been around Huntsville for the longest, for years. Okay. We've been in the community for years. So we have great information that could have been used. I get Kimmy saying, yeah, but y'all wasn't at the Expo. So that's why I did not invite y'all to talk. I was like, why? Why was this a conversation at all? Because I felt like that was established the last time. So that's all that was. I mean, I like Nell's shirt. Anyway, we then see lastly Martel, Chris, and Martel's partner. So Martel is still around here squatting in Chris's client's property. He still don't have his voter's license, okay, but he is partnered with Fred right there. Fred, the guy in the black shirt, who we seen maybe 2 seasons ago, I think it was. So he's partnering with Fred. Fred is a general contractor. He's also a home builder. So they have a business called Ackland and Holt. I'm like, Martel, keep partnering with people because he don't have a fucking license. Get your builder's license, sir. But the fact that he on a job site, now he also brought up how the job site that they're at, they're building a house. This is the first house he's built in years. Basically, since he and Mel broke up, this is the first house he's built in the past, 4 years? Whatever. He said how he and Mel filed for bankruptcy because of the divorce. How filing hurt his credit, it hurt his business. He couldn't get loans, this and that and then this. But now it's been a couple of years, so he's in a better place now financially, whatever. So he's gonna get back into working. But Chris shows up, okay, and Chris like Martel, when are you moving out? Okay, when is it happening? Okay, he said, well, about 2 weeks. He said, no, brother, no. I told you 2 weeks ago that you had 2 weeks. Okay, you can't ask for another 2 weeks. Okay, you're my friend, cool. But however, I have to hold up what my client wants. Okay, what my client wants. Period. Okay, you need to leave. And the fact, like, it's not as if Martel has not had months and months and months to get out. Okay, it's so crazy. And Marcel, well, I found a place, I found somewhere, but you should come help me with the trucks. Come help me bring the trucks and help me move. Chris said, I sure will. I can come tomorrow. I will be there. And like, why do you need Chris's help to move? You have a whole company that builds houses. Y'all had not one truck available to move some fucking furniture? Girl, I'm like, get out of my fucking face. Okay. Anyway. I was like, what? I feel like Chris will probably never rent or do any business where Martel lives somewhere ever, because it's bad. It's bad. Okay. But Chris then gets into the conversation about what Marcel has been saying, because again, at the town hall meeting, they only brought up what Marcel said about really Mel. And because Nail and Chris wasn't here, other things that he said was not brought up. So here, when he's talking to Chris, and Chris brings up, well, Marcel was talking cash shit, you saying, and this kind of crazy, and how he don't know what I do or whatever. Now, doing the black shirt, he said, well, I don't know what you either. He said, yeah, but you don't really know me. Marcel knows me, so that was some bullshit. So he then bring up, well, Marcel said this and that, they suppose they had got some sponsorships for the expo, but they not saying how much it was or whatever. They, brought up how Mel don't deserve to be paid because she's not professional. And then how, how y'all stuff ain't in business no more, whatever. And he like, well, he said, really? I can't believe that's some bullshit. He's like, had I known he said all of this about me and Mel, I would have checked them, because I didn't know he said these. I don't know all this about Mel. He said, but Mel been speaking at events since Marcel worked at the goddamn movie theater. Okay, like, how do you use someone because the only reason you got scope was because we went into partnership to help y'all build that shit. I can't believe that he would talk as if he did not use us to get to where he is, but then try to play me and play Mel like we made you. We made you. Now I don't know, but I do feel like the Holts fully helped the Scotts, Marcel and Tisha, in their business, because they talked about that in seasons 1 and 2, and I feel like that's just the facts. Like, it's weird that people don't remember all the conversation in the beginning about how much the Holts and the Scotts were like working together. Working together. And for anyone to not just even know it's going to come up. But it's the thing I always say. Marcel and Tisha, Marcel, be having these separate conversations and having separate talks about people in hopes that it really won't get back in one fell swoop. Because he writes like, with Martel didn't say shit at the town meeting or whatever, he won't. And Martel like, I'm pissed. Okay, fuck him. Period. you get on my nerves, okay? And I'm a check him. I said, please do. Okay, please do. Look, I have no idea about Chris being fired. I don't know. So y'all know me. If I don't know something for facts, I don't like to say because you're gonna sue me. Okay. So if y'all in the comment section saying things, I don't know nothing about that. Okay. I don't know. What I do know is at the end of the day, Martel stayed in that house too damn long. That we know for a fact. But I don't know if Chris got fired at all. But y'all, that was the end of the episode. Okay. I hope y'all loved it. I did. It was a good episode, even though it was only like 4 scenes, 5 scenes, of them all together. I will be live tomorrow, 9 p.m. We'll have a gossip chat. Girl, all this foolish girl, Mia drama, Heavenly and Quad conversation, new things from, these folks right here, whatever I'm saying. So tomorrow, 9 p.m. will be a full gossip chats on the corner. And okay, I hope y'all enjoy it. Please do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, share and share and share. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay, I gotta go. I love y'all. Be safe, be safe, be safe.